Hi, I'm Spooky Owl, and I guess I should start my ghost stories with the fact that I've been a professional psychic medium for 19 years now. And even though I have had many paranormal experiences, it doesn't keep you from mourning the loss of friends and family members. So, one of my stories will have to do with that. But the first story is my mother and I did a kind of girls' weekend while I was getting trained in some healing energy work. And we stayed at this beautiful bed and breakfast inn in it's on the coast in California, Capitola. And it was just a lovely weekend in a Victorian that served breakfast. And one night after class and after we went to dinner, we had two adjoining rooms separated by a bathroom. And I drifted off to sleep. I had my headphones on because I'm a medium, and new places often have energies attached. I either listen to music or watch TV, have the TV on all night to distract. I know that sounds weird, but that's what I do. So we were going to sleep, we were turning in, I had my headphones on, and I drifted off to sleep. And all of a sudden, I sit up in bed, eyes wide open, freaked out, because I heard something, and then I saw my mother at the end of my bed. And I was like, "Mom, what's wrong? Are you okay? Everything okay?" She didn't answer. And then she walked towards me, and I realized it wasn't my mother. I mean, the only reason I thought it was my mother was the only person who could have been in my room. And what walked by me was this young woman with brown hair. I didn't see colors because it was dark, but it was this full skirt. And she walked right by me as if I wasn't there, and I watched her walk through a wall. And even though I do this stuff, it was jarring, and I had never seen a full-bodied apparition before. Kind of the holy grail in ghost hunting, which I also do. So I sat there completely kind of shocked, and because it was I wasn't even a medium then, I was before my journey into that kind of psychic work. I didn't say it, I didn't tell anybody. I might have told my mom, but I didn't tell anybody. I certainly didn't contact the hotel. So, flash forward about 2 years, and it's kind of on my mind again. It still bugs me what that was. So, I got up the courage, and I emailed the bed and breakfast, and I explained what I saw. And if you think I'm crazy, that's totally fine, but this is what happened. The response, after 2 years of me sweating over this, was, "Oh yeah, you saw the woman who's upstairs. People usually see the man who's downstairs. The woman who's upstairs is rare. She must like you." And thus is the story of my life. So with that experience, it kind of opened new doors. I did continue with energy healing work, but expanded when I met my best friend, who's now like a brother to me. And he predicted I was going to be a reader and a medium. And I was like, no, that's not me. And 2 years later, I was a reader and a medium. So it's been quite the journey. I've enjoyed it mostly. But as I said before, it does not stop you from grieving and feeling loss, because we're all in the same boat there. So 5 years ago, my dad died, and it was one of those things that I think my mom and I were numb. And he was diagnosed 3 months before, and within 3 months he was gone, and our heads were spinning. We didn't see that coming, didn't want to consider that as the end. And my dad was a great guy. I mean, we were too much alike in some ways, so we would butt heads, but nobody can deny that he was well liked and very well respected, and just a cool dude. And he would laugh for me saying cool dude. So my dad passes away, and I really haven't fully grieved it at this point. About a month after, I had a complete meltdown on my birthday in front of people, and that was just like, wow, I've never had a breakdown like that before. But I kept it all inside. And again, being a medium, I'm like, okay, you better give me a sign. You better come through. And I was with that best friend again, and he was always trying to make me feel better, so he took me to a movie. And I get in his car, and he said, yeah, I was at the gas station, and they gave free Cokes away. I don't drink Coke. Do you want this? And I don't really drink soda that much, but it's like, okay, sure. And I picked up the can, and it was when Coca-Cola had names and like titles on their products, and it said Dad. And I start to tear up, and I'm like, did you do this on purpose? And he's like, I swear to God, I didn't even see it. So I was like, all right, Dad, that's cool, but it's a little generic, so I'm not gonna really buy into this unless it's more specific. I said this in my head. And I kind of tell Todd too. I'm like, yeah, well, I need more of a sign. So, flash forward another couple weeks, and we're off to see the movies again. And this time, we are at the concession stand. And this poor kid in front is just trying to do his job. And he leans over and says, I'm really sorry, but the soda fountain is broken down, and we have right next to you a huge stand of sodas. So pick one from there, and we'll charge you the same that we would for a concession soda. I didn't think much of it, and I didn't even look. I went like this and grabbed the first bottle that I touched. And they were all Cokes on the side that I was on. So I grabbed it and I put it down. And when I put it down, it said, Marty, which is my dad's name. And I obviously was blown away, and Todd's laughing. He said, well, you wanted a sign. And I went tearing through the bottles. I mean, I tore through the whole stand. And there was not one other bottle that said Marty. And I still have that bottle. So, I don't want to abuse it, but when I need a sign, I ask for it and I get it. And that's really given me a lot of peace. So it's not a spooky story, but it's my favorite story. And thank you for listening.